I'm going to repair a sensor on a 2017 Model X. To do it, I dropped the tow hitch cover, a couple of little tabs, hook underneath it, pull them up, and of course this is underneath the car, and it just drops right out. It's got a couple of clips that it locks into. So if you look up underneath the car, there's the tow hitch, there's the electronic plug, and the bumper, at least the two center connectors and the radar are on the bumper to either side of that hitch. And there's just about enough room for I'm a decent sized guy. My hand can just about fit up in there. I had to use a couple of long nozzles to get to it. So there's the radar sensor, and that's got two little adhesive tabs, and you can kind of see the square area that's etched out around it. That had let go. I don't know how long that was off, but I know the summons wasn't working on the car, and a couple of other functions weren't working quite right. And then if you look over to the side of that, and I've already attached a screw to it with a glue gun, you see the backup sensor, and you can see the hole, the clear hole just beyond it. And that I'll illuminate that hole for you in a second with the light, so you can check out and see what it looks like. Yeah, now the camera's in focus, or at least for a second. Anyway, so yeah, that screw is glue gunned right to the center. It's a flathead screw. I used a little bit of glue, and I stuck it right to the outside face of the sensor. In a minute, I'll show you why I did it that way. Kind of made sense. And you can see the tab on the upper part of that. It actually bends to contour to the bumper. So I'm going to put that in place, and then with a little tie wrap, I'm going to put the glue on the inside of the face of the bumper, and then using that screw, I'm going to kind of pull it into place and rotate it. So yeah, now I'm going to illuminate the light. I got the light on the outside of the bumper, you can see out there, and then I'm going to pop the screw through bumper. That's the glue I'm going to use, E6000. And I'm going to use that tie wrap. I'm just going to bend the tip of it, put some glue on it, and then stick it right inside the hole and smear it all the way around that sensor. And if you can see, I popped the screw through there, so I can kind of hold on to it and glue it, the edges. And then once I glue it, I'm going to pull it through and lock it into place. And then I'll show you the couple little tricks I have for how I'm going to brace it once I put it in place. So I'm going to put the glue on now. Got to put the camera down to do this. And then I'm going to shift the camera and show you the inside of it, so you get to see what the glue looks like. So I put the glue on, stuck the sensor back in. It's crooked. You can see that wire kind of has to be parallel to the line of the bumper, parallel to the floor. So what I did was I got a fiberglass rod, and I braced it underneath the bumper, and I wedged it right up against that. And you can just see the edge of the glue on the plastic plate that had let go, that held that sensor in place. It looks a little, you could see a little bit of the clear transparent glue right underneath the electrical connector there. But I smeared it good all the way around, top, bottom. And on that, I'm going to just put some E6000 on the two foam tabs, and then I'm going to use some packing tape to adhere it to the bumper to let it set in place. So I'm going to leave a bubble in the middle, so if water gets in there, I can use it. So there's the packing tape after it's glued. You can see the top of it is open where the wire is, and see how I left a little bubble on the bottom? That way, if any water should get in up underneath it, it's not going to hold it right against that sensor and rot it. It's going to let it pass through. I'm going to leave that packing tape right in place. There's no reason to take it off. It'll probably be there for the next millennium. So there's the fiberglass rod that I used. I kind of wedged the rod with a gallon jug on the outside on the floor of my garage, and I lined up the sensor with the bumper, so that little curved piece will ride along the bumper. So there's my trick. What I did was I took another screw, same size, I pierced the cap on a water bottle, stuck it through the cap, and what I'm going to do now, just to make sure it gets held into place, is I'm going to screw that to the outside of the screw that's now through the bumper. So it's not easy to photograph and try to screw something on at the same time, but I'm really not that clumsy. So we're going to screw it around a few times, get it going. Then I'm going to hold the screw on the outside, and I'm going to continue to screw it down until it gets just about to the bumper. Then I'm going to brace it. I'm going to check my work on the inside again. And that is going to tighten that parking sensor that's glue gun to down really good. Now what I'm not going to show you is when I took it off, I used a heat gun, and all I did was I heated the tip of that screw, and it warmed it up. I did it slowly, and the screw fell off. And then what I did was I just peeled the little bit of the glue gun glue off of the sensor, because the screw released first, and then the glue gun sensor released after that. It came out perfect. Anyway, I peeled it off. It looks like brand new, works perfectly. Car's back to normal, and it was super easy to repair.